In my humble opinion, what is the absolute best piece of mobile DJ equipment that you can buy? And when I say best, I mean it works flawlessly and it's robust and it's been around forever. And you buy it once and you never have to buy it again. What could it possibly be? Well, we'll talk about that in this video. And by the way, this video is brought to you by Hollywood DJ, located on 11th Street in Los Angeles, California. If you want to pick up this piece of equipment that I'm talking about, Hollywood DJ carries it. Check out their website in the description of this video, or alternately, give them a call. Talk to my pal Alan. He will hook you up. Thank you, Hollywood DJ, for being one of our channel's sponsors. Now that we have that housekeeping out of the way, what could this possibly be? Is it anything that has to do with lighting? The only thing I could think of that maybe you could have bought a long time ago and you're still using, if you use it, would be like a mirror ball. And most DJs aren't using mirror balls anymore. And even at that, I think mirror balls are getting lighter and less expensive. And they're not very robust. I mean, you can bust mirrors on the things, or mirrors can fall off eventually after, a lot of wear, or get cracked or whatever. What I'm talking about is a lot more robust than a mirror ball. And now recently I did a video about the Technics 1200, the Mark IIs. Yeah, I mean, those are timeless in my opinion, but I'm not using them as a mobile DJ anymore. There's a place up the road called Wiggle Room. They're doing all record nights. They don't do any MP3s or CDs or anything. It's all record. And they've got 1200s. And I might get involved with that. But I'm definitely not bringing 1200s to a mobile gig. So that wouldn't be what I'm talking about here. I'll end the suspense. The cool thing about this is that it's an investment that you make once and you never have to make the investment again. It's robust. It does everything it says it's going to do. It's beautiful. And everyone uses it. Mobile DJs, singers, comedians, politicians, the Pope. Shure SM58. This is, I think, the smartest investment you can make as a mobile DJ. You make it once. If you made this investment in 1966 when this thing came out, you could still be using this thing. It's been around that long, and everybody's used it. Famous people have used it in recording and live performances. I started my mobile DJ career with a Shure SM58 when I was working for the Multi-Op. Now, nothing on the Multi-Op was good stuff. The 45s were all Q-burnt from being backspun. The turntables were like these terrible $30 Radio Shack turntables with awful styluses on them. It was a junky EQ, a Radio Shack mixer. The speakers were like these beat up Yamahas or PVs, whatever they happened to buy used. It sounded terrible. The light show was very janky, to be kind about it. Most of it was household light bulbs. There was a beacon and, I don't know, a mirror ball and some pin spots, but they had a Shure SM58 on there, like this. I never really understood why they bought a good mic. Everything else was junk, but they bought a good mic. And the reason they did was because this is so robust. I've seen Chris Rock do performances where he does a rather crude joke, and then he takes this thing on the cable, it's a wired mic, and he'll swing it around and bang it on the stage over and over and over again, and then pick it up and finish his performance with it. People talk about mic drops and popping capsules. These are crazy robust. So I started my mobile career with them, but I didn't own one for myself. What I did was I had a friend of mine who gave me this Sony microphone that I used for a long time. It blew the top off of it, the dust cover, but it still worked. I'd put a wind guard on it and you wouldn't know the difference. Sounds fine to this day, sounds fine. But I used this, I don't know, probably for about, 15 years. And then I bought something that I always had my eye on, which is this Sennheiser. It's this beautiful Sennheiser microphone. It's cool, it's sexy. Prince used it, Stevie Nicks used it, Tom Petty used it. A lot of famous people use this microphone in the 80s. You see it in music videos. It's iconic. But man, over time, this thing just didn't have volume anymore. I was screaming in it and not getting volume out of my PA. So something happened to this capsule. It's just not a robust mic. It's a microphone you gotta take care of. You got to really watch after this thing, or it's going to give you problems. I paid a lot of money for this on the used market. I think I probably paid $400 for it on the used market. It came from Germany. Sennheiser's German stuff, but this is more of a novelty thing now. I don't use it on the road. And then after that, I use a lot of different mics. Anything from Audio-Technica to JTS to Electro Voice, or whatever. Just whatever was around, I grabbed it and I used it, you know. But then when I built that system for Welcome to Rockville, I had to get 3 microphones for it. Because it was a karaoke rig. I wanted to get 2 for singers, and I wanted to get 1 for whoever was the KJ. So I went to the big box retailer, and I got these Shure SM58 mics. And the only ones they had at the time, this was during the pandemic, was this one. And this is the LC, SM58 LC, which is the non-switched version. As we were putting the rig together, I had discovered that, you know, maybe it would be a smart idea for the DJ to have a switch on their mic. So I had a mic in my mic drawer that had a switch on it, and I swapped out one of these brand new SM58s for that microphone and just put it in the system. So now I own this unswitched SM58. I put it on my mobile rig. Whoa! Okay, this is what I have been missing all of these years. Sounds great. Robust. Never have to replace it. Durable. Amazing. Great microphone. I actually use this on my mobile system because it's very easy for me to reach down and turn on and off the mic on the mixing board. On my club rack, it's not quite as simple. It's a little more involved. So I thought a switched mic would be nice for that. So I went out and I bought a switched version of this, which is the SM58S. You may or may not need a switched version of this microphone. I have a switched version of it and an unswitched version. Again, mobile rig, club rig. So I have 2 of them. Here's some stuff about the Shure SM58 that you should know before you buy one. First things first, they make a lot of counterfeits of this. So if you go on like eBay or Amazon and you see an SM58 out there, it may not be from an authorized retailer. I would buy this from an authorized retailer. It maps out, minimum advertised price is $99. It's a $99 investment that can last your entire DJ career. You know, even if it gets dropped a whole bunch. I don't recommend dropping it, but it's incredibly robust in that regard. It can be dropped and it can still work, and that can happen over the course of 30, 40, 50 years. I'm not condoning it, I'm just saying it's possible that this thing can still work after several drops. It's gonna be a lot more durable than anything else out there you're gonna buy, and you're gonna keep it for longer than anything else out there. And you know, if you want to sell it later, you're gonna recoup most of your investment. It's a great investment. Upstairs, people are here. Sorry about that. So buy from an authorized retailer. Beware of the counterfeits. And again, they're still making them today. You can go out and you can buy one today, and it's going to be just like you bought one 58 years ago. And it's going to last your entire career. Now, why am I using a wired microphone today in the 21st century? Why am I not using a wireless microphone? I own wireless microphones, and the wireless microphones are for guests for toasts and speeches. I'm not running around a lot with a wireless microphone anymore. Typically, what I like to do is have a microphone at my DJ stand, booth, whatever, on a very short cord. Why? Because I don't want anybody taking it and running off with it. That's why. And I'm also kind of living and learning when it comes to the spreading of germs. And I've been doing this for probably 15, 20 years. I decided that it's best that I have a dedicated microphone that no one else speaks on, because, you know, colds and things go around. And if you're handing your microphone to everybody and they're spitting in the thing, you have a really good chance of catching whatever they have, because it's on your windscreen and it could spread germs. So this is my mic. It's like my toothbrush. No one else uses it. Only me. And the wireless mic, well, you know, whatever. Good luck to you. I try to keep them clean, but if they're being passed around, they're being passed around. This one doesn't get passed around. I need to feel good for the next gig. I need to get sick at every event. I was getting sick for a while, like Like, every season I just didn't feel good no matter what. I think it might have been spreading stuff on a microphone screen. So yeah, even if you started with one of these things and you didn't use one on your mobile rig for about 25 years, you go back to it and you have no regrets going back to it because it's just that good. So make the investment. Shure SM58. This is going to be the last wired mic you're ever going to buy. You're going to buy a lot of wireless mics because technology changes, frequency changes, interference happens, different bands get eliminated where you can't use them anymore. Not wired mics. These are forever. And this is my choice of the best piece of mobile DJ equipment that you could ever buy right here. That's it. That's my video, and that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Questions, answers, whatever, let me know in the comment section. And I want to thank you for watching the video, and your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. They mean a lot. I appreciate them so much, and I appreciate you for just being you. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.